Um, Thank you guys for coming on. I'm really excited to host this Wi-Fi Freedom call. I absolutely love this. If any of you guys saw my post, literally those two words are absolutely perfect for what we do. We literally run an entire international business from our phones and an internet. That's all you need. You can run it from an app. It's fantastic. We do a lot of our business on social media, Zoom like this. It's so much fun, and I'm glad that you all could join us. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Megan Raby. I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. I've been involved with the company for about 2.5 years now, and it's been a pretty incredible couple of years. Just the personal growth of myself and the friends that I've made is honestly, it's unbelievable. The company's been around for 1993. So it's in its 23rd year now, and it's fantastic. You know, the most researched health product in the world. Love it. And I loved being able to be a part of this company. And you're going to hear from two incredible people who my heart is just, for the first few months that they're on this product, my heart was exploding with all the comments that they were saying and what was happening. And I was just like, it just validated every reason. You know, everybody has their good days and their bad days. And I would talk to these two ladies and I was just like, this is why I do what I do. And so I'm so excited for them to share from their heart. They are absolutely incredible. I'm just going to share a little bit about my story. Oh, look at the cat. Sorry, I have ADD. Yeah, so like I said, I've been with the company for about 2.5 years. I said no, like most people. Michelle was so patient with me. I said no for about a good year. I literally thought fruits and vegetables in a capsule. You've got to be kidding me. No, thank you. I'm going to eat my food. I'm sure a lot of you were like that. I was one of those for an entire year. Finally, I gave her a call and I was like, oh, sure, I'll try them. So I ordered the capsules, I ordered the shakes, and I was like, oh, what the heck, sign me up for the business. You know, my product just got paid for itself anyway, so what the heck. So yeah, that's what I did, and I signed up kind of just to be a customer. I always knew that this was something that I wanted to do. I personally don't believe in working Monday to Friday 9-to-5 job. That's what I do now, and I didn't want to do it the rest of my life. I knew there was something more. I want to travel. I want to be at home. There's so much that I want to do. And I know that I'm so limited at what I'm doing right now. And I'm a dreamer, and I'm really free spirited, and I didn't want to be tied down to that. So my ultimate goal, whenever I heard this business, was I want to retire before I turn 30. That was always something that was so important to me. And, right now I'm in sales. It's great. I work from home. You know, it keeps me busy and I enjoy it. But I'm so excited to say that I'm actually retiring in December. So because of this, and Michelle and Sandy and everybody around me, everybody like you, will be 29 years old and completely walking away from my job and living this life through Wi-Fi and having an exactly Wi-Fi freedom. And it just makes me so happy. And so that's kind of what it was for me. And I started taking the product. It was, I'm a healthy person generally. I took vitamins every day. That was what I did. And I thought that was being healthy. That's what we do, is we take vitamins. Oh my gosh, was I wrong? I couldn't believe all of a sudden, you know, I started taking these little capsules, and it was just such a transformation for me. Little things, but for me, they were astronomical. You know, I was sleeping better and I stopped napping. And when you're 27 years old and you nap for 2.5 hours every day, something is really not right. You're obviously deficient in something. And I thought that was normal. People need to nap. So I stopped napping. My hair literally doubled. My hairdresser, I could feel her like feeling my hair. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I thought you got hair extensions. And I was like, no. And she's like, oh my gosh, your hair, and just little things. And it was just amazing. And the energy you have, and, you know, you just feel so good. And it was just absolutely amazing. And just a lot of little things. But like I said, for me, they were huge. And you're going to hear from Marcee. I'm going to get you to share your story first. And she's got a little bit more powerful story than me, but I love being able to live, through them and being able to share this with other people. And because I know people who have similar illnesses that they do, and I love being able to hear what they do so I can share that with others. So, Marcee, if you'd like to share your story with us, I would love that.
I have been a diabetic for 20 plus years. I was diagnosed when I was 7 years old. And I can honestly say I've never been a good diabetic. I had my cheat days and they got worse. And just as a kid, I didn't want to be one of those kids that had that illness, and I didn't want to be known for my illness. Unfortunately, due to other big life events, I lost my mom about a year after I got diagnosed, and I kind of took a turn for the worse, became very depressed. Anxiety became a very big part of my life. It got so bad that in high school, before every exam, I would black out and be hospitalized for the weekend. I spent a lot of time in the hospital pretty much every other weekend in school. And then when I was out of school, I ended up having to withdraw from nursing school because I medically could not take the pressure. As a diabetic, I have diabetic nerve pain, and unfortunately, I'm close to the same age as Megan. I've known her most of my life. I have nerve pain in my legs and my feet, and also they believe in my torso. I have a blurry spot in my right eye, which is never going to change. I've had 5 laser eye surgeries from when I was 19 to when I was 20. A lot of those things really didn't hit home for me until it was too late. Another one being permanent kidney damage, and that's something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. That's not reversible. Since I really fought Juice Plus as well, Megan had mentioned it to me when I actually was she messaged me while I was on my move up to Fort McMurray, and I told her, you know what, I don't have the time right now. It's tricky. Put it off, and she didn't push me, which I was really thankful for. And then a few months later, Alicia sent me a message and told me what it had done for her. And amazingly enough, Alicia and I met in the hospital in Viking. We shared a room together after I got transferred from a crazy ladies room, and we bonded ever since. And she convinced me to give it a try. And within a couple weeks, my energy had changed almost immediately. Within 2 weeks, I was noticing little things different, just energy. My sleep patterns were better. My sugars weren't perfect, but they were becoming more manageable. And then I really started to question it. I was a little nervous because I started having headaches and constipation and a few other issues on top of, I already had IBS to begin with, but it got really bad. So I had messaged Alicia and Megan, and they told me about the detox symptoms. Well, little did I know the amount of drugs that I'd been putting in my body for the last little while, from blood pressure, cholesterol, antidepressants, to IBS medication, to diuretics for my kidneys. On a total, it was about 13 or 14 different pills I was on. And that didn't include my pain meds, which was everything from Percocet to Toradol to Tramadol to T3s. I was on that on a regular basis, and my detox actually lasted almost 7 weeks. It was quite extensive, to say the least, but once I got through, it's been amazing the effects that I've had. I'm completely off my Lyrica, which is for the diabetic nerve pain. I've been off that for 3 months now. I was on 50 milligrams, and unfortunately that you have to lower your dosage every couple weeks before you can go off, but I am completely off. I am off all my IBS medication as of 4 months ago. And, for the first time, I have not had IBS issues. I think I've had 1 attack in the last 6 months, which has been huge for me because it used to be every other day. I can make it through a week without having issues. And it's been really hard for me because I didn't want to do a lot of things. I was so tired. I was tired of being sick. I was just really tired of having to live the life that I was. And I struggled. Like I said, depression was a big part for me, and the fact that now I can get out of bed, I've actually started boxing lessons here in town, and I go for a walk with my dog every day. And a lot of days I couldn't walk more than 10 minutes because my legs would be on fire, and I don't have that anymore. Just recently, in the last three months, I lost both my grandmas, and for that type of stress on my life would normally send me into a hospital. Between my sugars going all out of whack, between my anxiety, I would have panic attacks, and these last 3 months have been really tough. But you know what? I haven't been in the hospital, and I have felt more okay with everything. I feel healthy, and I've made it through all of this. And I honestly believe with this healthy living and just eating whole foods has been really big for me. I've dropped my A1C. I actually got my blood results on Friday. I have dropped my A1C a total of 2.3 points in the last 6 months, which is huge for me because I was at a very high level. They've told me that at the state I was at, I can't have kids. I can't do a lot of things. So they told me that if I keep this up, that I could reverse some of those things. So that's been really big for me. Oh, sorry. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience for me, and I keep pushing. And luckily, actually, Lorna Rabi got my dad convinced to try Juice Plus as well. And unfortunately, he's been a diabetic, and at 54, he had to have a stent put in his heart. And unfortunately, the doctors told me that I could be at that too if I don't get some stuff under control. So these last 6 months, I've been really pushing, and I can say that Juice Plus has been a huge part of
that. Oh my gosh, Marcee, you just have me in tears. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's incredible. And, you know, there's a fine line. If most of you guys haven't seen the What If video from Lauren Slocum, I recommend. And the first time I saw that video, the people that pop into your mind are just incredible. And, you know, Marcee's a big part of the reason of why I share this. And I didn't have these huge, you know, I didn't go off medication. You know, it wasn't like that for me. So I never experienced that. But, you know, you hear those stories and it just blows your mind, and you wonder, like, why, like what it is about these tiny little capsules that are so wonderful. And I questioned it too. I couldn't understand it. And, you know, I had asked doctors, why, like, what is it that I'm not getting from food and that's happening? And, you know, they say they all came to the same 3 conclusions about Juice Plus. And this is, as soon as I found this out, it made complete sense to me. The first one is it's whole food. We don't eat peels of orange. Well, some people do, but most people don't eat peels of oranges. You know, so you're getting everything. You're getting pits, peels, seeds, you know, top of the carrots, top of the beets. You're getting everything. And that's something that we don't consume. We don't eat that part. We usually just toss it. And a lot of us know that most vitamin C actually comes from, you know, the peel of an orange. And that's something that we're just tossing away. And the second reason is it's vine ripened. Most of you guys know, and the difference, everybody loves summertime besides, you know, patio beers, let's face it, but they love it because they get to eat garden fruits and vegetables again. And the difference in taste, and, you know, they say, you know, when you compare a garden tomato and a tomato you buy in the grocery store, that taste, that difference, that's actually nutrition. Like, that's what you're getting, and the colors and the size, and it's crazy. So all of these are grown till they're fully ripened, and that makes totally sense. We live in Canada. We import 80% of our produce. So think of, you know, it has to be shipped and stored. It's got to sit in the grocery store. It's got to sit on your counter all before it rots. So it's got to be picked way before it's ripe. And then the third reason is it's synergy of 30. I personally would never eat 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, and I wouldn't eat a variety of 30. I'm a fussy eater. I don't like fruit, but I absolutely love vegetables. So I might get maybe 4 servings of broccoli, but that's about it. So I'm not getting that variety. And that's why for me was I felt better. And that's the same as Marcee is, her body is giving the opportunity to heal. And it's incredible. Your body is capable of unbelievable things, but it's not going to work properly if you don't give her the right food. And Marcee eats a very healthy diet. She doesn't eat gluten. She doesn't eat dairy. She eats like 1,600 calories a day. The doctors told her she will never lose weight. And Marcee, how much weight have you lost?
I'm stuck at 19 and a half.
That's incredible. Considering how many years was it before you even lost any weight?
Just under 3.
Yeah. So like her body is doing things and the doctors are completely blown away by it. And I love it. And now, Alicia, I'm going to get you to share your story because you were my first little guinea pig. I called Alicia on a whim. Literally, I called her and I was like, I don't know if this is for you. I saw, most of you guys know a guy named Carson Collins. I saw a video of him share his story, who is also a fellow CFer. And I sent it to her, and she was at a place of desperation. Her health was, I'll let her share her story, but they connected, and it was great for her. And so, Alicia, if you want to unmute yourself and share your story, that would be so awesome.
Okay. My dog might join in again. Whenever Megan approached me, I was just going in to have IVs again. And I was, like Meg said, I was pretty desperate. I was extremely depressed. I needed something. And I had pushed her, I think I pushed her away for a good month and a half. And I said, okay, I'll try it, and it won't work, and I'll show you that it won't work. And then it worked. I had been on IVs for 2 weeks, and I was able to beat that infection while going through detox with Juice Plus. And then I was really mad at Megan. But I stuck with it, like she said. And after the 2 months, I told her that I wanted to join, like right now. And she tried to get me to join Carson's team, the other CFers team. And I said, no, you introduced me to this. I'm yours. I'm your guinea pig. So that's how I ended up in the business. I've been on it for just over 2 years. And a couple months ago, I was on IV again for a rare bacteria that, as a CFer, I can't beat by myself. And unfortunately, the IVs didn't work, and I'll grow this infection for the rest of my life. But I was so healthy physically that I didn't know that I was sick. So going through the IV, which should have knocked me on my ass for weeks, I had no idea that I was as sick as my lungs looked, I guess, which is kind of huge for me.
Alicia, do you want to share a little bit about what CF is for anybody who doesn't know, for who's not familiar with it?
Yeah, I probably should. Cystic fibrosis is an issue with moving sodium through your lungs, pancreas, liver, pretty much anything with a mucous membrane is affected. So most of your body. My pancreas will eventually completely die. There's nothing I can do about that. But with Juice Plus, it's helped me kind of keep that from happening. It's happening a lot slower than it was before, which is pretty amazing. So I was pre-diabetic and I get sugar shakes and it was awful. And with CF, I would also get mucus buildup in my intestines. It got to the point where my intestines didn't work anymore on their own. I needed a bowel stimulant every day just for my stomach to work normally. And 4 months, 5 months maybe, after starting Juice Plus, I was able to completely go off it, which was also huge because it was like $300 a month. And I was poor. I was poor. And my chronic pain dropped from about a 5, 6 to a 3, which was also pretty huge. My lungs, are healthy for my age. I wasn't supposed to live to be 5, let alone going on 25. And to have my lungs as healthy as they are, and I'm doing everything I can to keep them healthy. It's difficult lately. Another thing Juice Plus helped with was my depression, which when Megan approached me was pretty chronic. You can call depression chronic, I don't know. But I wasn't getting any kind of help whatsoever. I just wanted to give up after being put on antibiotics because I was done. I just didn't care. I knew where the road was going after that, and it was scary. It's somewhere I had never been before. And this is jumping all over the place. I still struggle with depression. I did a video last year saying that I went off antidepressants, but I'm back on them. I needed a different type. I'm able to control my anxiety with Juice Plus, which is huge. I don't even know what I'm not the person I was even a year ago. When I made the video. Yeah. Anyways, another thing that happened was my vitamin levels are normal. When I used to get vitamin levels taken, they were under a quarter of what they should have been, and now they're in the range of normal. And as happy as my nutritionist is, she's pissed that I was right and she was wrong. But it's made a huge impact on my whole life. I think the biggest reason I'm stuck with Juice Plus, even when I was going through depression and going through really hard times where I didn't even want to get out of bed, was the support that I found with all of you. Megan is somebody that I never thought I would be friends with. Same with Chelsea Welsh. I don't know if she's on the call, but Chelsea Welsh is also, we're so close. And Marcee, of course, we were close before. But I know that I can go to any of you and you'd never drop me. Like, it's, yeah. It's huge. As I love sharing, of course, obviously, but the biggest reason why I'm here is because of the community. I don't know if I covered everything, but that's as far as I got.
Oh my gosh, Alicia, you have me in absolute tears. Ooh, you're my little fighter, and you were a tough little shell to crack. You wouldn't let anyone in, and I spent almost an hour on the phone with you today, and I love it. I love the person you've become, and you're just this fighter. You are a fighter of everything, and I respect you so much for what you do. And I saw, if you look here, there's a couple chats, people cheering you on, and it's beautiful. Alicia, you are so brave, and both of you girls are just incredible. I'm so glad you guys shared your heart, and this is what we do, you guys. This is what this business is, and for a lot of you on this call are already involved, and maybe you're a skeptic. I was a massive skeptic, but I'm a mess right now. But you hear stories like this, and guys, you can't turn away. This is happening, and people need nutrition. There's two reasons why people are getting as sick as they are, and the toxicity in the environment is increasing, and the quality of nutrition is decreasing. We have maybe not the answer for it, and we can't fix pollution, but we sure as hell have something to do with nutrition. And this is what it is, and this is what this business does. And if you're maybe thinking, I don't know, maybe I can't do this, and just remember what these two said. And because I thought that too, you have bad days, and then I look at you guys and I'm like, oh my gosh, doesn't even compare. But maybe you think that, oh, they're not interested, and both of these girls said no to me for a long time. And I was so glad I was so persistent, because Juice Plus has literally changed and saved their lives, and this is what we get to do. And for most of you that know my story, I sell chicken. Yeah, that's true. You can't make that up. Literally, I sell chicken wings. So I enjoy it. It's fun. I get to talk to people, but I don't get this. This business has given me an absolute sense of purpose, a reason to get out of bed, because if I hadn't have made the call to both of these girls, where would they have been? What if I hadn't have picked up the phone and called them and reached out to them and let them know? And guys, we need help. We absolutely need help to share this with people. And I truly believe that we are changing the world one person at a time. And it's absolutely incredible. I love the company. As you can see, we've got a lot of heart. We are a fantastic community. You can call somebody out. Monica's on here. There's been many times where I've called Monica and been like, Monica, I need your help. Can you make me a video? Can you do this for me? Can you jump on a call with this person? And it's incredible. We literally are all just together on one team. And just a couple things about the business. It's $50 to sign up, which for me was, that's it. Okay, this is perfect. It's international. It's in 22 plus countries. You don't have to ship product. You don't have to store product. You don't have to collect money. You don't have to do anything. I literally run my entire business from my cell phone, and that's it. This business was designed for busy people. 90% of the people on this call probably work full time. Kim, I saw you commented. She's still in her work clothes. She just cut a 12-hour shift and is so passionate about health. And she's on here listening to these ladies, and it's incredible. I literally, my mind is out, like, just sorry, hearing those two talk. I'm just, but I'm just, I can't get emotional. Sorry, guys. This is what we do every day. We get to change the world every single day. I don't know about you guys, but I don't get this from a job, and I don't think a lot of you do either. So I just wanted to say, I won't keep you guys too long, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on this call and listening to myself and Alicia and Marcee share their story. I really appreciate it. Michelle, if you're on, if you want to unmute it, maybe if anybody wants to ask any of these girls some questions. I love them. They're amazing. So many times people reach out to them. They've asked me, like, hey, I have a girl who,